Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. It's one of those days, it's not too cold, but it is very damp. The weather's been up and down. We've had extreme cold, lots of snow. Then the temperatures rose. We had 4 days of rain. The last 2 days we've had some snow. So as you can imagine, everything is damp in the woods. So presents kind of a challenge when you come out because it is damp, the chill gets in you, but when you want to start a fire, all the wood is wet as well. So I came out and I was going to have a Chaga tea to warm myself up. And I thought Chaga is pretty good at fire starting too. So let's talk about Chaga today, how you can use it for your health, and how you can use it in bushcraft. So Chaga grows primarily on the birch tree, and it will grow in the birch tree for 5 or 7 years, eventually killing the tree. It's a parasitic mushroom. And it is fairly prevalent in my area. It's through most of North America. It's available in the Nordic countries, parts of Asia. I myself have only ever found Chaga once. Okay? Even though it is prevalent, I've only found it once. But if you do find it in an area, it may be on other trees as well. So you should take a good scout in the area and find it. Now, as I said, it has been touted as a really great tea for your health. All the goodness from the tree gets concentrated in the mushroom. The antioxidants, the vitamins, all minerals. And a lot of experts say it's a really good thing to drink, even up to 5 or 6 cups a day. So what you do is you take the Chaga, it's on the tree, it's black, but the inside is this reddish orange. Cut it up in chunks, let it dry. You can just drop that in a pot of boiling water, let it steep for a while till it gets a nice dark brown color, and drink it. Now I want to caution you, just because it's okay for me to drink Chaga tea, you should always check yourself if this is something you want to ingest. For every good effect that a natural remedy may give you, there could also be side effects. So use caution when you're drinking anything out in the wild. So, as I said, when you're making tea, you can take the big chunk of Chaga, put it in a pot of boiling water, and let it steep for a while till you get a really nice dark color. You can also take the Chaga and grind it up into a powder. And that's how I'm going to use it today. It's ground up in a powder. I've put it in these fillable bags, and I'll just let it steep like a regular cup of tea. And I think my water's boiling, so it's time for Chaga tea. We'll just let that steep for a few minutes. So as you can see, the water's turning dark already. That means it's getting brewed up really nice. I'll take that tea bag home with me, dry it out and reuse it. I'll reuse it over again until it no longer colors the water. Now, if you're using the chunks to make your tea, you can use them over and over again. Just take it out of the pot, dry it, reuse it, keep reusing it till it doesn't color the water any longer. At that point, dry it out one more time, and you can use it for something else. Firecraft. So I've noticed I subscribe to a lot of Nordic YouTube channels, or to YouTubers who live in Nordic countries. I guess I really like their love of nature. I guess I have that connection with them. And their woods look quite similar to ours here in Canada. But the Nordic people, or the Scandinavian people, seem like gentle. They love the outdoors. And I enjoy watching their channels. And one I've been watching lately is fairly new. Maybe you'll like it too. DK Thomas outside. So he's out playing with axes and knives. He's having a good old time, and seems like a really great guy. I follow him on Instagram as well. I didn't know he had a YouTube channel, but he does. As it turns out, it's pretty good. So check out Thomas. His tea is hitting the spot. So here's my flint and steel kit, and as you can see there's a few pieces of Chaga in there. Now, why would I keep Chaga in my flint and steel kit? Because it will take a spark. It'll take a spark from a ferro rod, it'll take a spark from a flint and steel, and if you get a coal on a piece of char cloth, you can even transfer that ember to the piece of Chaga. And you might want to do that because your tinder bundle could be wet. On a day like today, my tinder bundle is extremely wet. We've had rain and snow steady over the past 5 or 6 days. So it's going to be a challenge to get that tinder bundle blown into a flame. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do it. The fire that I have now, I started with a ferro rod. But let's give it a try. We'll put a spark onto that piece of Chaga. I'll throw it into my bundle and see if I can't blow it into flame. See that? Okay, so I could put that in a tinder bundle and hopefully blow it into flame. Some people will actually use this as incense or as a bit of a smudge to keep mosquitoes away. It doesn't smell bad actually in the house. So that's one way. You can put that in a tinder bundle and blow it into flame. But I'm going to get a spark using a flint and steel. Let's put that out. See, it can be stubborn. So that's right out. That's right out now. Oh, no, it's not. That's right out. So I'm going to get a fresh piece of Chaga and use a flint and steel. Okay, so I got a piece of flint here, a bit of char cloth, my Chaga's on top. Now I'm going to light the char cloth and transfer that coal to the Chaga. Now you can go right from the striker right to the Chaga, but I find it a little bit easier getting the char cloth going. I'm in bad need of a new flint. So small. But anyway, let's see if I can get this to work. Okay. Yep, that was good. Char cloth lit. Now let's transfer that to the Chaga. See if we can coax it. Okay. See that? Okay. So I have kind of a really terrible tinder bundle here because everything's wet. So hopefully I can coax it into flame. If I fail, that's okay. That's what practicing is all about. Oh. Oh. Did you see that? I lost my Chaga. Where'd it go? Ah. boy. Not my day. Okay, I lost my Chaga. Can't find it. Let's try again. So I'm not ready to give up. Let's try this another time. Flint, char cloth, Chaga. Okay. Char cloth has started. Let's transfer to the Chaga now. Now, this is a terrible tinder bundle. But it just means it's going to be a real challenge, right? Okay, so I got a little bit of cedar bark, some birch bark, and some wet leaves. So let's put this in here, see if we can't get something going. It may not work because this is legitimately a wet tinder bundle. Please, light. Okay, there we go. Finally. That was some work. I thought it was going to be a total failure. Now, I don't think I would have been able to do it with just the char cloth. I needed that coal extender in the way of the Chaga. So, it was successful after all, second try. If at first you don't succeed, try again, I say. That's hot. All right, woo! Thanks for sticking by me during that painful demonstration. It took a long time, and I would not have been able to get that tinder bundle going without the coal extender, without that Chaga. Now, it was a terrible tinder bundle. It comprised of cedar bark, birch bark, and some dead leaves, all of which were wet. Okay, so it was a really bad example of a tinder bundle. It wasn't really constructed great either, I have to admit. But it just goes to show that using a coal extender like Chaga can help dry out the tinder to a certain extent and get the fire going. So yeah, it was fun. So get out and try something like that. It's important to practice those skills when the conditions are not always optimum. So Chaga, it's good to drink. The experts say you should drink 5 or 6 cups a day if you can. Make sure you check it out for yourself if it's the right thing for you, because for every good effect, there could be a bad side effect for different people. So thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe. You can do that right up here. And please leave a thumbs up for me. I do appreciate it when you give me a thumbs up. And by all means, I do appreciate comments. I like to hear from all my subscribers. Tell me what you think, or just say hi. So take care. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.